Hey beautiful souls, welcome in. Love, light and blessings to each and every one of you, especially to my top 17 favourite people who are return viewing. So thank you. I hope you're enjoying the videos and I hope they're helping you in some way. Please share with a friend. They might need these readings also. Okay, this is your daily divine download. So we're using the treasures of Tikashi to start this divine reading, to receive divine messages. These were created by Australians. Yeah, I've had these a long time. Okay, let's get started. What do we need to know today? Thank you, divine. Yes, love, light and blessings. Yes. Okay, we have, awakening. Yes, we are awakening more and more every day. Perhaps you just woke up. Rousing from the inactivity of the past or having held yourself back, now is the time to wake up to what can be achieved and shake yourself into action. Awaken to your potential, awaken to your love, awaken to yourself. So it's time to invigorate yourself. It's time to get moving. For those people who've been feeling a little bit lackluster, exhausted, awakening can be exhausting. Life can be exhausting regardless of awakening, whether you're awakening or not. And we're using the Jungian Tarot based on Carl Jung's psychology. Yeah, he had a brutal awakening at some point. He kind of went a little bit mad. He wrote a little red book. Yes, and you can tell he's struggling with his spirituality in that. So what do we have here? We have the World card. You are a complete and whole person unto yourself. You do not need anything or anyone to complete you. You are a complete and beautiful human being, just as you are. So the world, everything coming into fruition, beginnings and endings, new chapters opening. It's time to open a new chapter of your book and start to become the person that you really want to be today. Let go of the blocks or smashing through the blocks. Now is the time. There could be something here about being on a cycle and a circuit and making way for the new. The World card also signifies fulfillment. There are things within you that are already fulfilled, and we need to have gratitude for those things. But perhaps you've been stuck. This is what this card is suggesting. Rousing from the inactivity of the past. So you've been on hold a little bit. You've been waiting, a lot of waiting. You've been doing while you're waiting. This doesn't mean that you're not doing things, but you need to start thinking about doing things that you love to do. And yes, we have to do those things we don't like to do, but we do them with acceptance until we can move forward, move into this new chapter. And we have Temperance, bringing things into balance. And see all this fire. This is a card of Sagittarius. Flames are burning. You have a lot of brilliant ideas. There are things that you need to put out into the world, but also alchemizing the dark into the light, seeing things from another perspective, seeing how things have grown you. Yes, you've been through difficulties. Yes, there have been obstacles. You've reached a point where you think, wow, what happened to my dreams? Where did all my dreams go? Your dreams haven't gone anywhere. They're still there. It's not too late. It's not too late to start today, no matter how young or old you are. When we hold ourselves back, we end up taking paths that lead to nowhere. So you need to come into balance, alchemizing the dark into light, seeing things from a brighter point of view, understanding that you wouldn't be who you are, you wouldn't have learned what you've learned unless you have been through what you've been through. If you feel like your life has just been one boring chain of events, now is the time for a breakthrough. Now is the time to light that fire. All of those things within you, just do them. We can sit and I think, I want to do that, but something holds you back. You have to push through that. You have to push through that and do it. Even if it's something boring and silly, just do it. Do it today with Temperance. Things are alchemizing behind the scenes. This is 2 major arcana. So the divine is alchemizing things behind the scenes. They want you to wake up. They want you to hear the whispers of the angels. They want you to have the confidence with all this fire, to have the confidence and inspiration to do whatever you need to do for yourself. Like, we do so much for others, but are we doing these things for ourselves? Why is it that we do things for others and not for ourselves? Why do we put all the effort into others and not into ourselves? This is because we're looking for something, we're feeling incomplete, we're wanting some kind of recognition, or we're feeling a sense of responsibility towards people, or, blah, blah, blah. We have to feel these things towards ourselves, towards our inner child. We have to go back to our child inside, back into our childhood past, and let that child know that they're going to get there. It's going to be okay. Yes, you can change your past through your mind. If you had a bleak and terrible childhood, go back, be the mother, be the father of that child. Give that child what that child didn't have in childhood, and you'll start to feel that change within yourself. The past does change the present. So, okay, that's powerful. And then we have the 9 of Cups. So again, fulfillment, feeling, yeah, okay, there's a shroud of darkness here. This is almost like a moon card, evening, nighttime, paying attention to your dreams. Your dreams are still alive, and you can fulfill them, fulfill yourself. With the 9 of Cups, this is somebody who's all happy on their own, wishes are being granted. But you have to take action with the Temperance card. You have to alchemize, you have to bring your dreams into reality, one step at a time. Being perseverant. Sagittarians are very, very perseverant. So be perseverant. And we have a card of Pisces here. The World card are the fixed signs. So what else do we have? Oh, and the 4 of Wands. Yes, firing up. Beautifying your home, if nothing else today. Get tidied up. Create a beautiful environment for yourself. But also, the 4 of Wands is a celebration. It's a coming together. It's running through the gates after a marathon and being greeted by people who are cheering for you. It could also be a wedding, an engagement. It can be a celebration. But what this is saying is that you need to celebrate yourself. You've been on a long, hard road. We all are. Like, even people who seem to have everything, they fight, battle and struggle just like everyone else. So we need to overcome these doubts. We need to overcome the fears. We need to alchemize, paying attention to your dreams. You have psychic abilities as well. You are receiving messages, but maybe just refusing to act on them. Not refusing in a belligerent way, but just not feeling up to it, like you just don't have the energy. Or for some of you, it's just that your bad habits are stronger than your will to do good habits. We all have that. That is for everyone. So the 4 of Wands, there could actually even be a new home, or you're dreaming of having a new home. You're dreaming of being successful. If you can dream it, you can do it. You need to bring all of this into the 3D. We need to see some pentacles. Oh, the 5. I just had to change my battery. Yeah, so I don't know what I was up to. I didn't. Okay, so yeah, the 5 of Swords. It's almost like you go through all this effort, you fire up, you start to clear all this dark energy, and then the 5 of Swords pops up, an obstacle, dark forces getting in your way. But just remember, the light is stronger than the dark. Devils be gone. But this is what's blocking you as well. But also trying to win at all cost is not the way to go. We cannot do it with our mind. We have to move through with our heart. And with the heart of a lion here. But the 5 of Swords, yeah, it's kind of, and this could be the home or a celebration. There's somebody who's manipulating, who is trying to win at all costs, who's like kind of malicious. This could be around your home, it could be a neighbor, that kind of thing, or it could be somebody within your home or your family, and they just keep testing you and exhausting you. So you pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and you just hit another obstacle. But this is like minor arcana. in the face, when we're exhausted and we think, God, I can't be fucked with this. I can't be bothered with you. You know, just shut yourself down, shut yourself off, shut down, just shut down. Feel happy regardless is what we have to do. Or just be very still. It's no point trying to fight these people, because these people are stubborn. These entities are stubborn. So instead of fighting against, it's time to flow with. So just flow, just flow. And when you hit an obstacle, sit and meditate upon this, is what I'm getting to say to you. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, a new beginning. Yes, bringing it down into the earth, grounding it into the 3D, a new beginning here. A student studying, a new beginning when it comes to your finances. So yeah, there is someone around you definitely who is kind of manipulative. They do pose challenges to you, but see how this page is just standing there very still and silent. Yeah, holding onto their pentacle, holding onto their gratitude I'm getting, grounding themselves into the earth. Very grounded energy. This is Capricorn energy. So, and is that Aquarius with the Five of Swords? Can't remember. Yeah, just stand there. But there could also be somebody behind the scenes who's pushing someone else to block you, whether that's spiritually or otherwise. But then we have on the bottom, what's that? Oh, that's the Seven of Pentacles. You know, people will reap what they've sown. We reap what we sow. That's what karma is. You know, if you're sowing negativity, you'll receive negativity. If you have the mindset of negativity and everything's an issue, everything will become an issue. This is manifesting. But as you awaken, you'll find that it's you that's holding yourself back. And we're subconsciously making excuses for why we're failing or for why we're not being able to move forward. I'm tired. People are set against me. I just can't seem to win. I can't seem to cut a break. Instead of thinking those things, alchemize that with the Temperance card. Alchemize that into a passionate energy of, you know what, these things, these minor arcana issues aren't going to stop me. There could be issues here to do with bill payments and things like that. You might be getting overcharged. You need to look into that as well. So, you know, awaken now to your strong, beautiful self. Awaken to your potential. Awaken to your love and awaken to yourself. So it's time to cut people out or cut situations out that are not serving you. And you need to do that today. What is blocking you? Write it down now. What is blocking you? And 10, and this will become a temporary situation because you are producing things. You are producing things for the world. You are alchemizing not just for yourself, but for the world. The more light workers, the more people of light who awaken and grow in strength and light, the more that flows out into the universe. You become so abundant with love and light from the divine, from within yourself, that filters out. Whereas if you're sitting all negative and angry and upset, that filters out. So, you know, either way, are you adding to the forces of light or are you adding to the forces of dark? So, yes, is what I'm getting. But this is a temporary situation. Things are being alchemized. The angels are here working behind the scenes, helping you and assisting you. Yeah, Rooster, an arrogant and boastful person you should not cross. We'll put that with the Five of Swords. So, yeah, this rooster looks very, very angry. And as the cock crows 3 times, betrayal, a betrayer in your home. You do have somebody who's quite spiteful and malicious. They could be just hiding behind this innocent, you know, person, or they're manipulating someone young around you. When you're faced with arrogant people, it's not for you to check them, but it's not for them to make you feel bad about yourself. Don't let anyone else make you feel bad about yourself. We all feel guilt for things that, you know, for the stupidest of things. Like if you're not really guilty of anything, you'll still feel guilty over silly things. Oh, I shouldn't have done that today. I shouldn't have thought that. Like you feel guilty about not being perfect. You don't have to be perfect. But this is what the dark forces operate on. They operate on your guilt, on your low self-esteem, all of these things. You know, they play on you. It's manipulation. Your mind is being manipulated. Your emotions are being manipulated. So you need to understand that it's all just dark forces manipulating to get as many people on their side as possible so they can go on and continue to destroy. Destructive energy. So we'll just get another one of these. Oh, V for victory in some endeavour. So start big, start big. Start small. Start today. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough, that you're not smart enough, that you're not, that you're not good enough. So the rooster, yes, temporary situation. And bouquet, compliments from an admirer. So this person could compliment you as well. They could be a bit of a narcissist, get into your life, charming energy, and then you kind of see another side of them, maybe the way they talk to others, or, maybe they cause a scene. But it's not because they're bad or evil people. It's just that they're being triggered. We are triggered. I can be triggered into behaving, badly as well. But we have to just realize that what triggered you, why were you so triggered? Is it something you've consumed, like mind-altering substances? But even these mind-altering substances, when you consume them, if you get angry and triggered when you wouldn't normally, that shows you that there is anger down there. You need to release this deep-seated anger, these deep-seated fears and worries, so that you can have this V for victory. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Oh my God, with the Five of Swords. There's always going to be someone or something against you. Like, that's just the way life is. And I am very sensitive to those things myself. I like to feel accepted. I like to feel, wanted and loved, and can easily feel abandoned because of past triggers. So there's always going to be the rooster and the vulture around, but at the end of the day, you're going to have victory as you stand firm. Yes, good. Oh, and look, on the bottom, temporary problems. So I know that when you've been through a lot, little things can mount up and little things can become a big thing. But the divine is asking you to alchemize any bad, like when you're in the face of somebody who's trying to hurt you, harm you, bring you down in some way. They might be even doing it inadvertently because you might be hypersensitive, as many people can be. And it can sort of be a little bit of a blow to the ego, which is the rooster. So, but we cannot seek revenge. Revenge is mine, saith the Lord kind of idea. But just clear this. Oh, I've lost the thread of what I was saying. Yeah, when you're confronted by these situations, when you just stand firm and just observe yourself in the situation. Why is this person making you feel that way? And release it in that moment and forgive them in that moment. Forgive them for they're just petty. Forgive them for they know not what they do or who they do it to. But these are all opportunities, these obstacles, these blocks to our full awakening are all opportunities for us to know ourselves better, to get deep into our subconscious, to get deep into our emotions, deep into our psychology, to understand ourselves better. Yeah. And so that we can behave better for ourselves, because if we're badly behaved, then we become consumed with guilt and worry. Why don't people like me? Why, blah, blah, blah. People fall into all of those sorts of thoughts. And the dark forces love that. That's where they want you. They want you down and out. But you're going to have the victory. You're awakening. And the dark forces all come out to play when we awaken, because they are doing a job. They are doing their job by triggering you, not so that you can create more karma for yourself, but so that you can observe yourself and understand yourself better, so that you can release it and move on and become the best version of yourself in that moment and today. So the Book of Changes, right, 35, 53, 8, taking back your power. There could be something here to do with music and creating music and things like that, or you're using your voice in some way, but you are creating. But the Book of Changes, this too shall change. I Ching could be something to do with you as well. It's like the Two of Coins. Big changes are occurring, and you need to be gentle with yourself as you do awaken. And you will get flash images of little things you've done, or maybe big things you've done, that make you think, oh my God, why did I do that? Or I shouldn't have, you were just impulsive and triggered in the moment. Just love yourself for that. Know that all is forgiven, that you are forgiven, is what I'm getting to say to you. The Book of Changes. Just like a beautiful but unusual melody, the divine plan is unfolding through your life, although it isn't always predictable. Kuan Yin is guiding you in the right direction, even if you do not fully understand what is happening in your life right now. Allow Kuan Yin to bless you with trust in the unfoldment of your own divine path. The Book of Changes is always at play, helping us to find our way. You are just taking a smarter route to your destination, or route if you're American. So, work smarter, not harder, is what's happening here as well as you move forward. Sometimes situations or circumstances occur that seem to take us away from our desired goal, or cause us to question whether we need to take matters into our own hands to achieve our desired manifestation. Even if we do not understand why something is happening the way that it is right now, with patience and experience, the wisdom and helpfulness of a situation is often revealed, and we can marvel at how we are assisted through the workings of a higher intelligence that we did not understand at the time. So that sums everything up. Everything is a life lesson. Everything is an experience. Everything that we do, say, and act upon is a chance to do it better next time. It's time to wake up and be brave and bold and move forward. And when you hit a block or an obstacle, perhaps even worried about money, which a lot of people are, know that this too shall change, that new opportunities for victory are opening up to you. So when you hit a block, hit a snag, even if it's just yourself blocking yourself, know that you are being guided in the right direction, that you have what it takes. You have the ingenuity, you have the dream, you have the passion to succeed, and don't let the words of others or your own mind get the better of you as you set off on this new beginning. No matter how, pages, yes, they can be young people, but it's a new beginning. So hold on tight. You are in the driver's seat, and you are being supported by the divine all during your awakening. But like people say, we're going through a great awakening. Some people are brutally awakened, like I was, and yeah, it was like, oh God, a test of your strength. You feel like you're losing your mind. You feel like you're losing everything, and you kind of are losing everything, losing your grip on reality. Friends fall away, partnerships end, you move, and it's your career ends, and you have to find new ways. But this is all to bring you to understand that we are divine beings having an earth experience and not the other way around. And the more we're caught up in 3D worry, fear and anxiety, the more we block our movements forward. But also when we're caught in deep anxiety, stress and worry, this is a time to find ways of seeing it from a different perspective, from shining a light for yourself in the dark, so that you can understand what you're faced with is for your higher good, is for a higher purpose, even though you cannot or may not see it right now. Have faith is all that's been asked of you. This too shall pass. Love to you.